PianoKeyboardGuide.com. Hi and welcome. In this lesson, you will learn how to form 10 different types of chords. By the way, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, I invite you to do so. Okay, let's go. The 10 types of chords we will learn are major, minor, diminished, augmented, sus2, sus4, dominant 7th, major 7th, major 6th, minor 6th. Now don't let all these terms confuse you. It is really very easy. I will show you how easy it is to learn all these 10 chords. It is really easy. Okay? Nothing hard about it. Don't be frightened. The first thing we'll start with is the major scale. We will use the C major scale for this. This is the C major scale. C, D, E, F, G, A, B. And you go to C. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, di, do. Okay? That's all. So this is note 1, note 2, note 3, note 4, note 5, note 6, and note 7 of the scale. Notes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we have this one, which is C, the same number 1 in a higher octave. Or you can call it 8. But it's C, D, E, F, G, A, B. So it's 7 notes. So we will use these 7 notes to form the chord. By the way, there are different major scales, but it's really the same thing. There's a D major scale. There's an F major scale. There's a G major scale. Okay? But we will use the C major scale. To form our first chord, the major chord, you use notes 1, 3, and 5 of the scale, major chord. It's that simple. Notes 1, 3, and 5. And this is how you form a major chord in any scale. Whether it's a C major, D major, F major, in any scale, that's how you form a major chord. Notes 1, 3, and 5 of the scale. The next chord we will learn is the minor chord. To form a minor chord, you play notes 1, flat 3, and 5 of the scale. Minor. So instead of playing the third note, you played the flat of it, which is a semitone or a half step lower. So 1, flat 3, 5 gives you a minor chord. Okay, remember these are notes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you play notes 1, flat 3, and 5, and you have a minor chord. Pretty simple. The next chord you will learn is the diminished chord. To form a diminished chord, you use notes 1, flat 3, and flat 5. Okay? Flat 3 because it's a half step lower than the third one, and flat 5 because it's a half step lower than the fifth one. That's all it is. A diminished chord. The next chord we will learn is the augmented chord. Notes 1, 3, and sharp 5. Sharp. Sharp means to go a semitone higher, while flat means to go a semitone lower. So this is the flat 5, and this is the sharp 5. Nothing hard about it. This is an augmented chord. C augmented. Okay? So major, minor, diminished, augmented. Major, minor, diminished, augmented. Let's go back to our major, which is 1, 3, and 5. Minor, 1 flat 3 and 5. Diminished, 1 flat 3 flat 5. Augmented, 1 3 sharp 5. Nice. All right, so we have these chords covered. The next one we learn is the sus2 chord. A sus2 or suspended second chord. All you play is notes 1, note 2, note 1, note 2, and note 5. C sus2. Or it's also called the C suspended second chord. Next, a C sus4. Notes 1, 4, and 5. C sus4. Alright? sus2, sus4. Minor, diminished, augmented, major. sus2, sus4. Major. The next chord you learn how to play is called a dominant 7th chord. And to form a dominant 7th chord, you play notes 1, 3, 5, and flat 7 of the major scale. This is a C dominant 7th chord. So instead of playing the 7th note, you play the flat 7th note. Remember, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. C dominant 7th. The next chord you learn how to play is the major 7th, which is notes 1, 3, 5, and 7. This is a C major 7th chord. C major 7th. C dominant 7th. You play the flat 7th. C major 7th. You play the 7th. Flat 7th, 7th. We learn 2 more chords, which is a 6th chord. What note do you think you play? A C6 chord. A 6th chord, you have to play the 6th note, right? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it must include this note, right? Since it's a 6th. So a C major 6th chord is this. Notes 1, 3, 5, and 6. C major 6th. This is a major 6th chord. And lastly, the minor 6th. I'm sure you guessed it. You play a minor chord and you add the 6th. The major 6th and the minor 6th are used a lot in jazz music. So most pop songs wouldn't use this chord. But it's a good chord to know because it's very easy to play this chord. Minor 6, major 6. Alright, so you can really do this. You can do this in any scale. All you need to know is your scale. And remember what numbers to play. So let's try it in the G major scale. This is the G major scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so to form a major chord, as we saw earlier, you play notes 1, 3, and 5. G major. To form a minor chord, notes 1, flat 3, and 5. To form a diminished chord, you play notes 1, flat 3, and flat 5. G diminished. To form a G augmented chord, you play notes 1, 3, and sharp 5. G augmented. To form a G 7th chord, or G dominant 7th, you play notes 1, 3, 5, and flat 7. To form a G major 7th chord, you play notes 1, 3, 5, and the 7th note of the scale. To form a G sus2, you play notes 1, 2, and 5. G sus2. G sus4. 1, 4, and 5. It's simple. You want to try it? Let's try one more scale, the F major scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Major 1, 3, 5. Minor 1, flat 3, 5. Diminished 1, flat 3, flat 5. Augmented 1, 3, sharp 5. Dominant 7th 1, 3, 5, flat 7. F dominant 7th. Major 7th 1, 3, 5, 7. F major 7th. F sus2 1, 2, 5. F sus2. F sus4 1, 4, 5. F6 1, 3, 5, 6. F minor 6. 1, flat 3, 5, 6. So it's pretty simple. Okay? So let's go one more time. Let me do it with the left hand. C major, C minor, C augmented, C sus2, C sus4, C dominant 7th, C major 7th, C 6th or C major 6th, C minor 6. So I hope you understand this. It's pretty simple. Okay, I invite you to check out my books on Amazon.com or my courses on Udemy.com. They will help you tremendously. I've written a book called Piano Chords. Check it out. It will really help you with your chords. My name is Manchas Kazaba, and I wish you all the best. All the best.
PianoKeyboardGuide.com